3,
2, 1. All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Benchwarming Beauties podcast. It feels like we haven't been here in a while. Rylee, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Now, I know we told everybody that we were going to be back in studio. We're not back in studio.
Change of plans.
Change of plans. Do you want to tell everybody why change of plans, Rylee?
I was asked because I'm such a hard worker and whoa.
I told you it's zooming in and out. I don't know what's happening with my Zoom, but we're going to go with
it. Because I'm such a hard worker, CBC asked me to stay and work the Paralympics.
Which we love.
So I'm staying and working the Paralympics.
I also love how you called and you're like, are you okay with this? I am okay with it, everybody, just so we're all clear. I'm very okay with it. We support in the arts.
I had to run it by all the people.
She had to run it by her team.
I had to run it by my mom first.
Of course.
That so happened. Funny. And then I asked you.
I appreciate being the second person.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like because we recorded so early in the week last time and like it went out right away, I feel like we haven't been here for a while. So I think what the plan is for today is we're going to kind of like catch up on things that we missed end of the Olympics and stuff like that. And, you know, some stuff that's been happening between then and now. And then go into, you know, back into the PWHL swing of things and into playoffs being around the corner. It hit way harder than I thought it was going to hit after the Olympics, which I'm not super surprised, but we'll get to it. Let's get started. I know we're kind of behind on some of these things that we're going to go through here, but obviously when all the Olympic stuff was happening, the Canada and US game for the women's was not considered like a high demand game, which I actually thought was very interesting considering it was like the highest watched. What's the word? How do you guys in like production or broadcasting say it? Like
viewership?
Thank you. Lots of people watched, millions and millions and millions of people.
4.22 million people.
I was going to say 4.2, but then there's another 2 there and I didn't know how to say that. So I was like, I'm just going to let Rylee.
Yeah, 4.22. But in the States, 7.7 million.
That's insane.
So combine those over 10 million and then all over the world too.
And just because Rylee and I wrote notes for today's game, obviously. So when you put 8.7 for the men's, is that total or just in Canada?
That was Canadian viewership for men's.
You didn't have the US?
Yeah, it was something stupid like 14 million or something.
Okay. Well, I thought it was kind of rude that it was not a high demand game because it was a high demand game considering like how much was going on. So that was just a small little note I wanted to start on. And I thought that kind of rolled into the rest of the controversy that was happening. We'll kind of bounce back and forth to how we have notes, by the way. But
that, we could have got press passes for that game.
Know.
Like how sick, like it was open to all press.
Which is crazy.
But it was I believe it was the 5th highest watched thing on CBC. The men's game was the top, and then there was like a few others, but it was either the 3rd or the 5th most watched thing. So it is crazy how that was not considered.
Sorry, my camera keeps going.
I know, and then it's I don't know what's happening here. High demand.
To continue with the controversy, though, and we'll kind of bounce back and forth on notes here. Obviously, both USA women's and men's won gold. Upon the men winning gold, it's no secret that the president called and was congratulating them. Of course, my instant impression was, I don't remember him calling the women. That's really interesting. And then as you watch this video prolong, it was, oh, well, we're going to invite you guys to the White House. And I guess we should invite the girls too. What?
Or he'll be impeached.
Which is probably true. And again, we're not a stat-based podcast, and we are also not a political podcast. However, we are here for women's hockey. And the fact that they got disrespected and they won gold first.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. And like, obviously, Rylee and I did not want USA to win. But like that was so crazy for him to say that in the time that we're in where women's hockey is so big right now. And like, Mr. Trump, have you ever heard of the PWHL?
I don't think so. I
Like,
don't think
and
so.
sorry, the last time the men won gold was how many years ago?
It was in the 80s.
They said something like, I don't know, it's been all over the news, but I don't pay attention because I honestly don't pay attention to men's hockey anymore.
Yeah, I don't either.
Like it took them 40 years to win a gold. And the last time USA won was what?
3 years ago or two
4 years,
Olympics or something.
two Olympics ago. So 8 years.
I guess. Yeah.
Crazy. I
Yeah.
wonder who's the better team. Um, anyways, that's so crazy. But with all of that controversy starting, I see my man, Flavor Flav. I'm out clutch for the girls. Can I tell you how much I fucking love him?
Have you always loved him or just from
I
this?
have always loved him. The
Okay.
big clock, like I just think he's absolutely hysterical. He's a great personality, and I think that he is equally, I hope for the next Winter Olympics, as much a part of it as Snoop Dogg is. Because he came in clutch saying, "Hey, I'm going to invite the women to Vegas. Way better than the White House. I'd rather go to Vegas too, babe. And we're going to have a weekend." Like, and then took it as far as getting sponsorships, hotel sponsorships, everything, literally everything, flights, and then decided to not only invite the women's hockey team, but all women athletes from the USA Olympics and Paralympics.
All medalists.
All medalists, excuse me.
They have to be medalists because all athletes aren't good enough.
True. Well, it's putting it a little far, I guess. But that is so incredible how quickly that snowballed into a full-on weekend. And in the middle of the summer, by the way, have you ever been to Vegas in the middle of the summer?
It's going to be hot.
I love Vegas in the middle of the summer. It's 42 degrees.
I was just going to say, oh, we should go to Vegas that weekend, but it's the US team. If it was Canada, maybe they would want to invite us.
Well, where are all the sponsorships for the Canadian women?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do a weekend.
Yeah. Tash,
we have no financial stake in the matter, but we'd be happy to do that.
Yeah. But the gist is doing all of the media and all of that for this weekend, which is super cool. Because there's the gist Canada and then there's the gist like that USA and like the whole world, but they're super cool. We follow them.
We do. The weekend is going to be called the She Got Game Weekend.
Yeah.
I just love what this is representing, that they took such a negative and turned it into something way bigger than what the men got, which was a tour around the White House. I feel like kids in elementary school do that, and I guess that was nice for them. But then on top of that, you know, there's also a lot of controversy over the women not going to the White House. They obviously declined that offer.
Yeah.
We heard Hillary Knight state, I actually really enjoyed what she said. I didn't get the whole speech, but the gist was like, you know, our team can't take responsibility for something that somebody else did. And like, we're not here to be disrespected. They're just as decorated as the men. And they got their own thing going on.
Yeah.
So I totally stand with that. I loved her sentiment on it. I feel like at some point she was going to have to speak on it. So I was kind of waiting. And I actually sent you a TikTok, remember? And you were like, it's AI, which is becoming so difficult to tell the difference at sometimes.
That one was AI, yes.
I messaged Rylee being like, did you see this speech from Hillary Knight? She's ripping these people apart. And she's like, it's AI. I'm like, oh shit. Well, never mind. Yeah, they're partnering with MGM Resorts. Just like you said, I'm sure there's going to be many sponsorships that come out of this.
Oh,
I
probably.
also think this will probably be something that Snoop Dogg will get involved in with Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
I can't believe Flavor Flav made a video being like, hey, I'll take you guys to Vegas. Where has he been for the last, I don't know, 20 years?
I don't know, because I don't even know the guy. So
you know what, Ryan? I was going to ask you if you knew who Flavor Flav was. And I'm just like on the cusp of knowing who he is, like very he used to have a TV show called like Flavor of Love, and it's kind of like a really interesting show that was not for kids my age when we were watching it. It
Like
was
it
kind
was
of like
The Bachelor?
um yeah, but Flavor Flav style.
Okay.
So it was a little bit like different and like just definitely probably rated R, and like it was on TV and like people were watching it and it was just like a thing. So that's how I know him.
Okay.
I actually don't know anything else about him, but I just know that he wears these like ridiculous clocks. They're like decked out. It's like he is such a character, and he's like kind of like a classic. Like you kind of just like know who he is, but you don't really know what he's from. And I feel like I know that, but you don't know who he is at
No,
all.
I know like my parents have like talked to like I've heard the name in
Yeah.
my 26 years of being alive, but I couldn't tell you who he is, what he sings, or is he a singer? I'm assuming he's a rapper.
I don't know anything that he's rapped, but yes. And you know what? Maybe this is our moment to educate ourselves.
On who this man
So like,
is.
please do not come for us in the comments. Like, we're just two young hot things. Okay. Just emphasis on the young, maybe more for
Very
Rylee than me
young.
because she likes to say that I'm old. But compared to probably people who know his music, we're probably younger than him. So it's okay.
Probably.
um, let's jump into the P dub. I want to start off
Dub.
by saying I got a sweatshirt.
Yeah, we showed up matching
We
today.
both
Who
showed
are
up
we?
matching.
This doesn't happen.
I just want to say that like last time I forgot that we were wearing our stuff. And then when I went to the game with my mom, I took my mom to her very first PWHL game. She absolutely loved it. We had so much fun. It was I have to say, I love our press passes, but I love sitting in the stands.
Yeah.
I also sat in the wrong section, so that was also great.
Did you get in trouble? Did you get kicked out?
No, it was actually really funny because I just like misread like the sections. So obviously same row, same seat, just like wrong section.
Yeah.
And so we're sitting there, and there was actually obviously Vancouver was playing Toronto, which through all the games that we have been to, they're pretty back and forth, and it was a really good game. Do not ask me which player, but somebody's family was sitting in front of us. They told me who it was, but they said it so fast that I missed it.
Toronto?
Yeah, the whole row. It was all this
Oh.
Toronto Scepter family.
What? Are they from Vancouver?
I don't know. I'm going to assume so. Or they were like traveling because they said that they had come from Seattle and watched that game, and then they all drove up here. So I don't know if maybe there's just like family in different areas. I'm not really sure. They were lovely.
That's
And
nice.
so whatever, we're sitting there. There's like an older couple to our right, like two young girls like to our left. Like it seems like maybe it was like their first game, or maybe they knew somebody. I'm not really sure. All of a sudden, there's like two seats at the end of our row, and we're like six, maybe four seats in. And these girls are like, "Oh, I think you're like sitting in my seat." Well, I'm like, "No, we're not."
You were ready to fight.
I was ready to go. And like, only because like I know that if my mom got involved, it would be 10 times worse than me getting involved. So I was like, no, I don't think so. Like, let me check. Sure enough, I was like, yeah, no, 107. And the girls next to us be like, I think we're in 106. And I was like, oh. And they're like, well, don't worry about it. We're just going to sit at the like aisle row. Like, we're good here. And I'm like, no, I feel bad. Like, these are your seats. Like, whatever. So then after the first period, my mom and I got up to get popcorn and stuff because we got there early.
Did you get a hot dog?
No, because I can't eat any more hot dogs. I'm done. But I did have a triple O's burger.
You were wanting one of those.
Chef's kiss. It was gorgeous. Sorry, just a side note. If you could see my dog right now, he's literally knocked out. His face is between the wall and the cushion.
Sounds like you
really,
at 7 a.m.
It is me. Yeah, because we come through a different door, I guess I never realized like what was in front after you like go through the ticket line or whatever, because they almost have like a barricade.
Yeah.
I remember when I used to go to the Vancouver Giants games, you picked up your tickets like at the I can't remember what they called it, call something, at those ticket booths. You walk over to the front doors of the Coliseum.
Yeah.
You scan it and you walk in. Now you kind of have to go through like a metal detector and like whatever, but it's further back. It's like a good 20 or 30 feet back, like where we park. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because we go through a different door, I never knew that they had food trucks.
Yeah.
So here we are, my mom and I go in, and my mom's like so pumped that we're there. Like we got there early, we got merch. Like we are like, we're here. We're here to be seen. Like we want people to know we are here. And
oh, God.
like we instantly got our burgers. No, you should have seen us. We were unhinged. Then my mom was so funny because she wanted to, they had a couple booths. There was like a CCM booth, and there was like another whoever sponsored the game or whoever was there, whatever. I think it was like BC Union, Nurses Union or something. And so I go over to the CCM booth, and I was like, oh, they had like scrunchies, they had like bracelets, they had all these cool things like that they're handing out, I assume, to like the little kids that are at the game. My mom, sir, do you know that my daughter has a podcast? My mom might as well have worn like a benchwarming beauty shirt, because she was literally, every time we bought something, she was like, do you know my daughter has a podcast? It's about the PWHL. So this CCM guy on his own profile followed our page. I don't even know if he still follows us. It might be one of those things where like my mom pressured him.
She and, like, forced him? What did she say? She said, you must follow them on Instagram.
And I was like, oh, these scrunchies are cute. And she's like, oh, do you know, my daughter has a PWHL podcast. And I'm like, thanks, mom. Like, relax. And he's like, oh, he's like, what can I give you here? Because they had like these cute little scrunchies. They had like those like rubber bracelets. So you and I both have scrunchies. We have bracelets, we have lanyards, and we have something else. He gave me like a whole handful of stuff.
Oh my God.
Like, well, you have to follow it, sir. Like this guy probably felt so pressured to follow us. It was so insane. She was so funny. Every time we talked about it, she's like, yeah, they have a podcast. It's like super cool, blah, blah, blah. By the way, do you think my mom has ever listened to an episode?
She hasn't?
I don't think so. She doesn't have Spotify, and like maybe she watches.
I thought you set it up on YouTube for them.
She watched it once. I don't think she follows up on it.
Oh, Mary, what are you doing?
She likes all our clips and stuff. Like she sees it on TikTok and whatever. But like it's so funny because like, yeah, they're really good. Mom, you don't even know if we're good. But it was.
So was she telling like other people like that you were walking past and like
we were literally like in the line for popcorn. Like my daughter has a PWHL podcast. Got the merch. She's like, you know, my daughter has a PWHL podcast. It's like, mom.
Did she get merch?
Yeah, she got okay. By the way, best time to go through the merch line is in the middle of a period. Mm. So my mom and I during like intermission between first and second.
Yeah.
Or sorry, in the second period, middle, we got up to get popcorn and whatever. And I was like, oh, the merch line is short. Do you want to go in? And she's like, yeah, let's look. She ended up getting a Lululemon, like branded Lululemon.
Yeah.
Like dry fit that had the Golden Eyes like logo on it.
Yeah.
So nice. I didn't even know they had Lululemon sponsored stuff.
Oh, really? Have you never been in that store?
No, because every time we went, we were with the press passes, and
I guess so.
The line is always around the building.
Yeah.
So I just like took the L whenever you and I are there. But when I was with my mom, we just happened to hit a gap. So I was like, whatever. Then I found another sweatshirt, and I was like, oh, I kind of like that, but I like this better because like it's like it's not embroidered. I don't know how else to explain it. It's not like hard. Like you can move it around. You know how sometimes they're like really stiff?
Yeah, but it doesn't pop out. It's got a texture.
Like slightly, but it's just like not that bad. It's very nice actually.
Oh, that's good.
Anyway, so
because you love your merch.
You know I love my merch. We spent like $300 there. My mom and I probably spent $500 at this game.
Oh my.
When it comes to food, popcorn, we had to buy first of all 2 bags of popcorn and mini donuts cost my mom like $40.
Jesus.
We
should have got the $9 hot dog.
Yeah, well, it
would have satisfied you for the whole game.
Well, she would like to take you actually to Costco to get a hot dog because I told her that you've never had a Costco hot dog.
Oh,
and she is so disappointed. So she would like to join us on that journey.
We should vlog that.
We could, but we can't go. We'll meet her there, but we're not going to go shopping with her because she goes, oh, I'm going to get one thing, and then she just like kind of like.
See, I hate grocery shopping. That's why I can't go to Costco because it makes me. I can't do it. Costco, I go grocery shopping first thing in the like when I'm in Toronto. I would go grocery shopping at 8 a.m. the moment the doors opened for the grocery store so that I was the only one in there.
Rylee, I order all my groceries to the house. I have not stepped foot in a grocery store in years.
Don't you want to feel your avocados?
No, because they have to pick good produce.
What if they don't? What if they're in a bad mood?
Can I tell you, 10 out of 10 times I have good produce.
Wow.
10 out of 10 times.
What about your meat? Don't you want to look at it?
Meat's different. See, one thing about my husband is that we are very particular about certain things. Meat is one of them, and we only order from Meridian, and that comes to the house as well.
What?
Yeah, they deliver to the house.
Oh my God.
It's free when you're spending over $200 in meat. It comes to the house. It's all pre-packaged. It's all individually packaged. So if I'm home by myself,
you just put it in the freezer?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're living life over here. I very rarely go to grocery stores. Wow. Very rarely. Anyways, back to the game. It was a very good game. It was packed in there. I saw so many people that I knew again, which is great. I love seeing people because that's where I see like people who I haven't seen in a very long time.
That's your social life. Going to the Golden Eyes game.
Yeah. Everything was so fun. My mom loved it. We did end up leaving early because I needed to run my mom back home for a family thing. But honestly, leaving early was even better because we got parking, perfect parking. And then we left right after there was no traffic because we left like 10 minutes before everybody else. Perfect. And they were unfortunately losing. We did miss the goal that was scored by the Golden Eyes. So I did feel bad that my mom.
What kind of fan are you guys?
I know.
You guys left before.
I know. It's not my choice. Okay. And then, yeah, it was a great game. Great. I'm so glad I got to take my mom. And
that's so nice.
I was exhausted after though, because it takes a lot out of you. It's a long day, really.
Yeah.
We got there.
It is a day event. Yeah.
Well, because
was the game at 1?
The game was at 1. On Saturday, they're at noon. On Sundays, they're at 1. So, which by the way, I don't know if you saw that like BC is not doing time change.
Oh my God, I'm so mad about it.
But did you see? I saw a post that was done either by like the NHL or some sort of Hockey Canada something, that because of the time change, like Canucks games will now start at 8 p.m. and not 7 because of, I think it has to do with like other places doing time change.
Well, yeah, because like
I actually like the time change personally.
I like a time change.
But
my favorite is when we like go back, and we have the extra hour of sleep.
I agree. I also like during the winter that it's like darker.
I do too.
So like now
I'm going to protest.
I'm sure you're not the only one, but now like obviously at my place during the summer, I have large windows to my right, and they at the top windows don't have curtains. So the sun just blares in. Now, luckily for us, the sun only catches the corner of our deck. So it's really not that bad. But I'm up at 6 a.m. because it's so freaking bright in here.
Oh my God, how do you survive?
I love like to sleep. So that's where Nick and I wear our masks so that there's no light. But I'm trying to convince him to do floor to ceiling curtains. So far it's not going that well, but I'm going to get there. But yeah, so I think I wonder if that's the time change stuff is going to also impact the Golden Eyes as well.
It probably will down the road.
I just thought it was weird that like Saturdays is at noon, but Sundays are at 1 o'clock. So I'm not.
Well, not the Scepters, but the Toronto Blue Jays, when they have a Saturday game, it's at 3:30, 3:37, and then on Sundays it's always at 1:37. So Sundays is usually 37. Yeah, they always start then because like after the anthem and everything, 37 is the time of the first pitch.
Oh, I understand. Okay. I was like, you're telling me they start the game at exactly 1:37.
They do. The game starts then. But like the anthems and everything start before, but the first pitch goes at 37.
I'm not a baseball girl, so I don't really know that much.
Well, even going to Seattle now, we're going to be on a different time zone. You cross the border and you're on a different time.
Right.
Like how weird.
It's so weird. I'm not like totally sure about that, but I just thought it was weird that
I find it fun. I like
that they're
changing
gonna.
times.
Yeah,
Like it's
me
an
too.
activity for me, you
I'm
know?
just interested to see if it's gonna change things for the Golden Eyes like it did for the Canucks.
Yeah.
Um, just a small little.
An 8 p.m. game. Oh my God. I could
That's
not be
okay,
going
but
to
for
that.
people who work till like 5 o'clock, that's actually not. That's actually okay for somebody like them. Like I work till 4:15, and like a 7 p.m. game's fine for me to get to. But like when I worked at 5, 7 p.m. actually doesn't feel it doesn't feel that far away because you have so much to do in between. So like
Yeah.
maybe it might work out, but like I don't know.
It's bedtime
Um,
for me. So,
well, of course, I want to talk about the standings. Current.
yes.
This is as of today, which I don't even know what date it is, March 4th or whatever.
Oh,
Um,
I would like to, the day of, it's a very important day to me. When
why?
I was a child, I
Where
went,
where is this going? Oh my God. You hurt my head. Go ahead.
I once married my cat, and he's since passed. But March 4th is his birthday. So if you would like to give a happy birthday to Sammy, he's up in heaven.
I can't even laugh at you because I just put my dog down, so I have to like be respectful.
Yes, Sammy died when he was 15.
Oh my God.
I was 12. We got married when I was 8. So I've been a widow for quite some time. Anyways, just a moment for Sammy.
Do you want to do a moment of silence?
No, because
Okay.
he wasn't ever silent. Usually, though, I have their ashes because he had a brother, baby Dur, and they were twins. And
Sorry.
usually, I like to take Sammy out on his birthday, but I'm not home and I don't have his urn.
Anyways, the PWHL standings
Sorry,
as of
I need
March
to
4th.
sniff. You don't know if it's my cold or if I'm emotional over here.
No, Riley only cries when Canada loses gold.
Oh God.
Okay, let's get into the standings really quickly. At first, when I looked at this a few days ago, Montreal was not at the top. They are now at the top.
Yeah,
Did
they
you see
are.
the highlights from that game?
The game yesterday?
That Poulin, she
Yes,
scored.
I know I should have went.
Gorgeous, gorgeous game. I also saw the press conference after, and they asked the coach, like, so what was your like? How do you pick players to do the shootout? And she goes, I'm just picking people who I know that are going to score.
That's so
or
funny.
or if they've had like a really confident game and they've played really well and I think that they have a good opportunity to like do something here, then I'll give that to them. But most of the time I just need people who are going to score. And like I respect the fuck out of
Yeah.
that. Let's just go through this quickly. Montreal at the top, Boston second, Minnesota third, New York fourth, Toronto fifth, Ottawa sixth, Vancouver seventh, Seattle eighth. I'm very surprised Seattle's at the bottom.
Seattle hasn't been doing good. They haven't done good all season. They have
But
four wins. Four
also, can I
wins.
just mention something really quickly? The amount of players that are on injury reserve after the Olympics,
Insane.
so many. Even in the NHL, so many players are on injury reserve right now. I think Poulin was on for like a couple games and then she's now back, obviously.
Yeah.
Hilary Knight, it came out that she was playing with a torn MCL or something the
Yeah.
whole Olympics. So she's now out on injury reserve. Oh my God, I'm like beside myself.
Yeah, I know. There's so many. It was like everyone gave it everything at the Olympics, and then
Which I
now we're back
respect.
here.
But we knew that when they came back, it was either going to be like everybody's coming back and we're just going to play, or there was going to be some injuries and they were going to take some time off. And like, how else do you proceed with life? You need your legs to walk. You need your
Yeah.
MCL to be repaired before you can do something, and that's a big recovery. So I don't really know how she goes from here. Side note, she
I
was
guess in the
on
summer.
Was she on SNL? Yeah, she was
She
on
was on
SNL.
SNL. She was, I think, on Jimmy Fallon. Her press
Loved.
tour was like,
Also, she looks fabulous.
yeah, she did.
Whoever is doing her glam and styling, 10 out of 10.
Tash
And next
approves.
episode, we're going to talk about who's not 10 out of 10 because you can imagine who I'm thinking of right now.
Oh God, the poor girl. Give her a break.
I'm so
Give
sorry.
her a break.
If you know, you know. We're not going to tell you. We're going to bait you. But yeah, I'm super surprised that so many players are on injury reserve. I'm very surprised that Seattle's at the bottom right now. They have not been playing well, but they also just broke a record for like the amount of people at a game, did they not?
Yeah, in the States, yes.
And that's the second time that they've broken that record.
Yeah,
they broke it once with their first game.
Yeah.
And then just recently, this over the past weekend.
And then Toronto with this game where they went to shootout with against Montreal. That broke the Toronto. It's not a big record, but it broke the Toronto Coca-Cola Coliseum record.
That's still a big deal. That's crazy that like and it's doing exactly what I said it would do, is that after the Olympics, they're going to see an influx of fans now flock to this league and, watch. So, and anybody who's not jumping on that train is an idiot, by the way. There's lots happening in women's hockey right now. We are fresh off idiots. We are fresh off the Olympics. We are going into PWHL playoffs. The draft is going to happen right after that. And they're pretty much right into training camp after. So it's really bang, 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 bang.
Next season.
And the season will start all of a sudden. So very interested to see how things go from here. I know that out of that list, 4 will go into playoffs, I think, right?
It was that way before the expansion. I don't know I think it might be 6. But as of right now, Vancouver will not be in it.
Which is okay. It's their first season. I'm not
Both first season teams,
I'm not upset about it.
But pull it together, guys.
That's okay. I think, like I said, I'm not upset about
Everyone's here to have fun. It's okay.
Yeah, like Rylee always says. It's their first season. I think as a franchise for both of them, they've done super well. So I think that they should take that as a win and just play better next year, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. It's not what I meant to say, but I think they should just like learn from what they did this first season and go from there. I think
and do it better.
Well, and I think Vancouver has played really well over the last like couple games. And I think even before the Olympics, they were doing pretty well. So now, unfortunately, their players hurt and whatever, but
yeah,
I think next season when they just have a full season of P-Dub, I think it'll be fine. Out of, let's just say, the top 6, taking Vancouver and Seattle out of it, who are you wanting to win the Walter Cup? We'll end on this note.
I want Toronto to win, but I think it's going to be Boston.
I feel like at this point, because no other games have been played yet today, I know that, there's a Seattle-Ottawa game happening today. But I would love for it to be Montreal. I don't know if that's something. I would also love New York to win.
New York, yeah, New York's come up. So
I think New York has come up a lot. So I
also
like
think Boston
might sneak in. Boston has as well.
I think Boston has a fire team right now. I think like they're so
as long
stacked.
as it's not Minnesota.
If Minnesota wins, I'm out. This podcast is over and I'm done.
Rylee quits. So you guys hear her resignation now. Last couple minutes that we have here. Do we want to do a bench warmer or beauty of the week?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Do you want me to go first? Or you want to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
My beauty is Jen Gardner because she messaged us yesterday, and yeah, I was really excited about it. And I said to Rylee, I will respond to these messages, not you. And we have officially invited her onto the podcast. Now we're not sure if that's going to happen, but
she left Tash on red.
That's okay. I'm okay with that. Plenty of men have left me on red before I met my husband, so it's okay. So the offer is there, Jen. Just know that we called you the hometown hero first. And I feel like we did it
first.
Yes, we want your medal to be there as well. And we're very proud of you. My bench warmer is the USA men's hockey team. And I feel like that's just enough said.
Yeah, I feel like that's just the bench warmer across everything.
That's fair. Your turn.
Yeah, and I wasn't prepared. I could go the easy one.
Please.
But I don't want to go I feel like I shouldn't go to the easy one because the easy one is the one that's every week.
Well, it doesn't have to be hockey related. It could be like life related.
So me.
You're your own bench warmer?
Uh-uh.
You're your own beauty.
I'm my own beauty.
I feel like if this was something that we did every week, you would just choose yourself. But go ahead.
I worked a great shift on the women's hockey final.
And there's a vlog on
there is a vlog
social media to view that.
And the amount of people that watched me perform, they weren't just watching Team Canada and Team USA play. They were also watching me.
When I tell you that I was watching the game and I had my iPad on the side with CBC Gem, just know that I was doing that for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Since I got in trouble for paying for Gem, I had to not pay for it and then keep my iPad out.
Yeah, but my beauty was going to be Poulin with her goal last night.
Of course.
That's what I was saying. Like, that was the easy one. But you know what? I'm giving it to myself.
And so you should. Just so you know, we're very proud of you that you've been there for the Olympics and now the Paralympics. I know you get uncomfortable when I give you compliments and you're incapable of giving me one, but that's besides the point.
I don't like to accept and I don't like to give.
We're super proud of you. Now, just to confirm, next time we record, are we going to be in?
We are.
Studio? Thank God.
We will be. And we have less than a minute left.
Like I said last time, I hate doing Zoom. I'm so excited to get back in the studio.
Same.
So make sure you guys follow us everywhere at Betchwarming Beauties. Both our personal stuff is on there. We'll get going before the Zoom kicks us off because neither of us wanted to pay for that. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you guys in studio next time. Bye.
Okay, bye.